Hey yo, what's up? So, I remember one time when I was younger, like in my early 20s, I used to give, everybody rides because a lot of my friends that I grew up with didn't have cars and they were struggling. So I remember one of my homies one time, well, all the time, he would need rides, his girl would need rides, and she had a daughter, which was his stepdaughter, and they had a kid together themselves, but I'd always give them rides. And the stepdaughter was always so happy and full of life and bright and smiling. Um, but one day he calls me and said he came home and found his stepdaughter, dead and zipped up in like a gym bag. She had been suffocated or some shit like that. And it had always bugged me that I had been around, they they need rides and whatnot, and she would be in the back seat, and I always remember her smiling. But I felt like a horrible person because when I think about it, like I just think she was such a beautiful life. But I had never taken the time to be like, oh, here's some candy or something, or here's a gift. I had never physically done anything positive within that conscious universe, besides give their family a ride. And when I think about it, I just wonder, how could life be so short? Because there's no way she was past age 5, you know what I'm saying? Like, she only had that little amount of time to live and died like that. And what always tripped me out too was it was never even on the news. But I remember I was a security guard, and I remember her uncle came in to where I was at, and like the look on his face was so disturbed the day after that happened. It's hard to even describe. But I always just think back and wonder, like, why I didn't contribute to the happiness while that beautiful life was still alive. It's just a thought. And I wonder what happened. Because, whatever happened was horrible, but just thinking that your mind could be, turned on as a child, because all of our minds are turned on. I don't know if other people understand that or not, but all of our minds are turned on. Whatever led up to being zipped up in that bag had to have been absolutely horrifying. And nobody ever figured out what happened. Nobody ever figured out what happened. I remember her as a little, tiny, happy girl. I never even asked for her name. Never saw it on the news, nothing.